Hi everyone, this is Monisha Jaising and welcome back to Behind the Seams. In this episode, I shall be sharing with you all my secrets of draping. So let's begin. This stunning gown here has been created by using the draping method, which is what I'm going to share with you in this episode. So this here is a fabric that I'm going to be using to create this gown. The weight of this fabric is very essential for draping. The first step is to cut the excess fabric from the selvage. I then take the fabric on a bias. Let's put a pin there and very finely create equal pleats at the waistline. Now let's pin the excess fabric at the center back for shaping. Lift the fabric below the waist to get the shape right. We pin that at the center back again. Now let's fine-tune the pleats at the waist again. Shape the fabric across the dress form. All the natural pleats that are created in this process only add to the beauty of the garment. At this point, I need to determine the length of the gown. Placing my measuring tape on the nape of the neck, I first mark the waist point, then the full length. I normally like to keep the length of the gown at 65 inches. At 65, with a chalk, I mark my length. In order to get a uniform length across the circumference of the gown, it's important to mark by measuring from the end of the dress form to the chalk mark, which in this case is 35 inches. Now, I will measure this amount across the circumference of the gown. This will ensure a uniform length 65 across the hemline of the gown. Now let's cut the fabric. As you can see, I have left a margin of 2 inches at the bottom hem. I am now going to drape the other side. Once again, taking the fabric on a bias, I pin it to my dress form. I then take the fabric under the armhole, pin it again, and once again pin at the center back. Now we start creating the pleats once again. Maintaining the same rhythm of the pleats, I take about 3 or 4 pleats again on the waistline. Now let's work on the neckline. Taking measuring tape, I mark 7.5 inches from the nape of the neck. With chalk, I then create a curve from this point. Let me secure this by placing the pins on this curve. Using the same technique for the length of the gown, I will now work on this side. Now let me take my needle and thread and sew each pleat that has been draped. With a simple in and out tack, I go over each and every pleat from the top to the bottom and along the curve. This ensures to keep the drape in position. Now let us create that perfect thigh slit. After determining the length of the slit from the nape of the neck, I pin a fold from that point right up to the hemline. Let us look at the back now. The center back seam is the most important seam while fitting and adjusting a gown. Once I have pinned the fabric along the back seam, I can adjust the fabric at the back seam to ensure a perfect fit. I then take a chalk and mark alongside this seam. The side drapes also end at this back seam. making it the most important seam of the gown. After setting the side drapes in position, I then take my scissors and cut the excess fabric along the center back seam. The drapes that were created up front are taken across the back and pinned, leaving a distance of about 4 inches from each of them. The draping is now complete. I will now remove the garment from the dress form, attach the lining where necessary, and secure the pleats with my sewing machine. After which, we have created this beautiful draped gown.